major axis. Major axis. This one is minor axis. Minor axis. And this one, suppose F1 and F2. These are called foci. The plural of focus. Foci. So what is the definition? Set of all points in a plane whose sum of distances from two fixed points is constant, and these two fixed points are called the foci of the ellipse. Foci of the ellipse. The length of major axis is 2a and length of minor axis is 2b. Length of major axis is 2a, length of minor axis is 2b, and these two end points are called vertex or vertices. Vertices. So, repeating the definition, set of all points in a plane whose sum of distances from two fixed points is constant, and these two fixed point is called foci, and length of major axis is 2a, length of minor axis is 2b. This is now, this is focus. Its distance from the origin is c. C. So this coordinate is minus C0 and this one is C0. C0 and minus C0. So what is the constant? Means suppose we have a point P on this P. So PF1 and PF2 means according to definition, I am writing its definition. Set of all points in a plane whose sum of distances from two fixed points is constant. This is the definition. Fixed points are foci. And what is constant? According to figure, PF1 plus PF2 is equal to constant, and this constant is equal to the length of major axis. This constant is equal to the length of major axis, and this distance is b. This distance is b. So according to question from figure, this is PF1 plus PF2 is equal to 2a. This is constant, which is equal to major axis. Now PF1, this is hypotenuse in the right triangle. So we can write under root b square plus c square. So we can write under root b square plus c square. This is again the same distance. B square plus c square is equal to 2a. 2 times of under root b square plus c square is equal to 2a. This 2 and 2 cancel. Squaring. Squaring. We have b square plus c square is equal to a square. So this is the relation between A, B, and C. This is the relation between A, B, and C. Means what is A? A is semi-major axis. A is semi-major axis. B is semi-minor axis. And C is the distance of focus from origin, from center. Center origin is at always at center is always at origin. So this is the relation between A, B, and C. Now,
Sir, please again explain the figure.
what
Sir, please again explain the figure.
figure? Okay. See, according to the definition, set of all points in a plane whose sum of distances from two fixed points is constant, and these fixed points are called foci. This is the figure of ellipse, and these two end points are called vertices. Length of its major axis is 2a, and length of minor axis, this one, length of minor axis is 2b. Foci F1 and F2 are the focus, and its distance from the center is C. Its distance from the center is C. So coordinate of this focus is minus C0. Coordinate of this focus is C0. Now, according to definition, set of all points. So P is a point on the curve. P is a point on the curve. So distance of this P from these two fixed points that are foci, PF1 and PF2 is equal to constant. And this constant, which is equal to always length of major axis. Length of major axis is 2a. Got it? Now, we have to establish the relation between A, B, and C. A means semi major axis, B means semi minor axis, and C is the distance of focus from the center. Distance of focus from the center. So, this is all about the relation between A, B, and C. Got it? Now, let's see the equation. I am not going to establish the equation. Its derivation is not so important. I am writing equation of ellipse is x square upon a square plus y square upon b square is equal to 1. Since we don't have sufficient time to establish the formula, it is not so important. So I am writing the formula: x square upon a square plus y square upon b square is equal to 1. This is a standard formula. When ellipse is on x-axis, means major axis on x-axis. When major axis on x-axis, so we have to use the formula x square upon a square plus y square upon b square is equal to 1. When ellipse is on y-axis, means its major axis is along y-axis. In that case, means on x-axis we have minor axis. So we have the formula x square upon b square plus y square upon a square is equal to 1, where a is the semi major axis and b is semi minor axis. So you have to memorize these two formulae. This is a standard formula: x square upon a square plus y square upon b square is equal to 1. This is the case when ellipse is along y-axis, means its major axis on y-axis. So we have x square upon b square plus y square upon a square is equal to 1. All right. Now we have two more terms, two more terms, that is latus rectum. Latus rectum. Latus rectum is a line. Latus rectum is a line which is perpendicular to the axis and through its foci. Means, see, if this is ellipse, if this is ellipse and this one, the focus F1 and F2. So if any line is perpendicular on this through the focus is called latus rectum. Means a line which is perpendicular to the axis, and through the foci. Means any line which is perpendicular to axis intersecting the curve at 2 points and through the focus is called latus rectum, and its value is L is equal to 2b square upon A. 2b square upon A. These are the formulae. You have to note it. Now one more term. It will come in the exercise. Eccentricity. Eccentricity. What is eccentricity? Eccentricity is the ratio of distance of the focus from the center and the distance of vertex from the center. Means the ratio of distances of focus and vertex from the center. From the center. This is E is equal to C upon A. C. This is center. This one is center. This one is center, and its distance from to C is focus is C, and this is vertex. Center and vertex distance is A. So we have the ratio E is equal to C upon A. So we have how many terms in the formula? We have standard formula, relation between A, B and C, latus rectum, eccentricity. So all these terms should be memorized in your mind. Clear? Let's start.
Yes, sir.
Very simple exercise. See exercise 11.3. Question number 1 to 9. Instruction is same. In each question 1 to 9, find the coordinates of foci, the vertices, length of major axis, minor axis, eccentricity, and length of latus rectum of the ellipse. All things we have to find in one question. So first one is we have x square upon 36. See, x square upon 36 plus y square upon 16 is equal to 1. So first compare this with, what is this? Standard equation. Comparing with x square upon a square plus y square upon b square is equal to 1. So we have a square is equal to 36. So a is equal to 6. B square is equal to 16. So b is equal to 4. Now we have to decide the coordinate of foci, vertices. So we know C. First find C. What was the formula? A square is equal to B square plus C square. Since C square is equal to what? A square minus B square. C square is equal to A square minus B square. So A square is 36, B square is 16 is equal to 20. So C is equal to 2 root 5. So we have, see the formula, foci plus minus C0. You can check the figure here. This is C minus C0 and this one is C0. So combined focus plus minus C0. So we have foci plus minus C0 means this is plus minus 2 root 5 comma 0. This is the answer. We have to find vertex. Vertex is this. This is vertex. What is the distance of vertex from this? That is semi minor axis, major axis. So vertices plus minus A0. So we have plus minus 60. This is the answer. Now we have to find length of major axis. Major axis is 2a. 2a. So 2 into 16, 2 into 6 is equal to 12. Length of minor axis. Minor axis is 2b. 2 into 4 is equal to 8. Now we have to find eccentricity. Eccentricity. E is equal to C upon A. So E is equal to C is, we have 2 root 5 upon 6 is the answer. Now one checkpoint is eccentricity is always less than 1. Eccentricity is always less than 1. Why? Because this length of C is less than minor axis. So this is why it is less than 1. Now,
Sir, value of C plus minus 2 root 5, na?
Value of C. Yes. Plus minus. I have written plus minus because this side we have 2 foci. So minus also, plus also. So we have to write
Sir,
plus
eccentric.
minus both. Huh?
Sir, E equal to C upon A, तो plus minus 2 root 5 होगा.
C is always positive, taken positive. This is length. This is length. Length is never negative. C is taken as length. What was the
Okay, sir.
ratio of distance? Ratio of distance. The distance is never negative. You know. Eccentricity definition is what? Ratio of distances. So distance is what? Distance of F from center. So distance is never negative. so we don't write negative sign, only positive. And latus rectum, I am writing in short. Latus rectum is 2b square upon a. So 2b, b square is 16 upon 6. So we have 2 threes are. We have 16 upon 3. This is one of the answers. So in one question, we have got all the answers. Means we have to find foci, we have to find the vertices, we have to find the length of major axis, length of minor axis, eccentricity, latus rectum. Got it? Noted?
Yes, sir.
Let's see one more question. Question number 2. In question number 2, see, the smaller value is given under x square. Means in second question, we have x square upon 4 plus y square upon 25 is equal to 1. Whenever we have major value in denominator of y, so it clears that the ellipse is along y-axis. Ellipse is along y-axis. See, here we have 4 and 25. 25 is more. It means y square upon 25 means this is major axis and major axis is along y-axis. So, comparing with x square upon b square plus y square upon a square is equal to 1. So we have a square is equal to 25. So a is equal to 5. B square is equal to 4. So b is equal to 2. Let's find c. C square is equal to a square minus b square. C square is equal to 25 minus 4 is equal to 21. So C is equal to under root 21. Now, ellipse is along y-axis. So clearly, focus will lie on y-axis. Focus will lie on y-axis. So write foci. Foci 0, plus minus 0. So we have 0, plus minus root 21. This is the answer. Major axis. Major axis is always 2a. So 2 into 5 is equal to 10. Minor axis is 2b. 2 into 2 is equal to 4. These are the answers. Now, we have to find length of latus rectum, eccentricity. So, latus rectum is 2b square upon a. So, we have 2 into 4 upon 5. 8 upon 5. This is the answer. Right, we have to eccentricity. C by A. C is root 21 upon A is 5. This is the answer. So all answers we have got. Means we have to find what it says. What is left. Here I'm writing what it says 0, plus minus A. It is on y-axis. So we have 0, plus minus 5. This is the answer. Got it? So similarly, question number 3, 4, 5, 6, all are same. 7, 8, 9 is also, but I am giving the clue how to solve in question number 7, 8, 9. See, should I remove it?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
All
sir.
right. So, see, 7, 8, 9 are of same type. So we have to change this into standard form, like I'm writing 36x square plus 4y square. Seventh question, 36x square plus 4y square is equal to 144. So you have been observed that in right side we need 1. So divide the whole equation by 144. So we have 36x square upon 144 plus 4y square upon 144 is equal to 144 upon 144. Divide this. This is how many times? 4 times. So we have x square upon 4 plus y square upon 36 is equal to 1. Now this is the form of equation. Similarly, you have to compare this with equation x square upon b square plus y square upon a square is equal to 1, and you have to find all the terms. So can you find?
Yes, sir.
All right. Let's see. Question number 10 onward. In each of the question 10 to 20, find the equation of the ellipse that satisfy the given condition. See, in 10th question, we are given vertices plus minus 50. Vertices we write plus minus 50 and foci plus minus 40. See how to check the axis. See here y is 0. Here also y is 0. X value is given. The value of x is given. It means the ellipse is along x-axis. So what is vertices? We see this is plus minus a0 is equal to plus minus 50. So we have a is equal to 5. And focus is plus minus C0 is equal to plus minus 40. So we have C is equal to 4. So with the help of A and C, we can find out B. So since B square is equal to A square minus C square. So B square is equal to A square means 25 minus 16 is equal to 9. So get the equation. Equation x square upon A square plus y square upon B square is equal to 1. So we have x square upon 25 plus y square upon 9 is equal to 1 is the answer. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now see, question number 11 is same as question number this. Question number 12 is also. Question number 11, 12 you have to try. In question number 11, ellipse is along y-axis. Just take care of it. Vertices given, foci given, you have to find the equation. In 12th question again, vertices given, foci given, you have to find the equation. So you will solve. Question number 13. Ends of major axis and ends of minor axis. See, this is major axis and this one is minor axis. So we are given ends of major axis, that is plus minus a0, plus minus a0, and minor axis. See, in 13th question, ends of major axis is plus minus a0. This is plus minus 30. So we have got a is equal to 3. Ends of minor axis, its length is 2b. So ends of minor axis, this is 0 comma plus minus b, and this is 0 comma plus minus 2. So we have b is equal to 2. So clearly we have got a and b. Get the equation. So x square upon a square plus y square upon b square is equal to 1. So we have x square upon 9 plus y square upon 4 is equal to 1 is the answer. See question number 14. Just like question number 13. Ends of major axis and minor axis given. This is along y-axis because x is not given, x is 0. So you have to take care of this. See question number 15. Length of major axis is 28, 26. Easy questions are. Length of major axis. This is 2a is equal to 26. So a is equal to 13. And foci is given plus minus 50. Foci plus minus 50. This is plus minus c0. Means c is equal to 5. So can we have the value of b? B square is equal to a square minus c square. So b square is equal to 13 square minus 5 square. This is 169 minus 25 is equal to 144. So b square is equal to 144. Now get the equation. X square upon 169 plus y square upon 144 is equal to 1 is the answer. X square upon a square plus y square upon b square. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Now question number 16. This time you are given length of minor axis, that is 2b, and foci is given plus minus c0. You can get c and you can get b, get the value of a and then equation. See the 17th question. Seventeenth question. Foci is given and a is given. Foci plus minus 30, which is plus minus c0. So we have c is equal to 3 and a is equal to given 4. Find b. So b square is equal to a square minus c square. This is 4 square minus 3 square. 16 minus 9 is equal to 7. B square. So get the equation. X square upon a square plus y square upon b square is equal to 1. So we have x square upon 16 plus y square upon 7 is equal to 1. b square is equal to 7. So this is the answer. Question number 18 is simple question. B is given, C is given. Find A and then equation. I am solving question number 19. Nineteenth question. Center at 0, 0. Major axis on y-axis passes through point 32 and 16. See, major axis on y-axis. So assume the equation. Let equation be x square upon b square plus y square upon a square is equal to 1. It is clearly given that major axis is on y-axis and it passes through 3, 2 and 16. It passes through 3, 2 and 16. So clearly this is the value of x and y, x and y. Put this. So we have 9 upon b square plus 4 upon a square is equal to 1. Equation number 1. And 1 upon b square plus 36 upon a square is equal to 1. Equation number 2. On solving a 1 and 2, we can get the value of a square and b square and then put the value. See, I am multiplying this equation by 9. 9 for the 36b square. Solving this. 81 upon b square plus 36 upon a square is equal to 9. This one 1 upon b square plus 36 upon a square is equal to 1. Subtract. Minus, minus, minus. This will go. We have 80 upon b square is equal to 8. So b square is equal to 10. Only value of b square. Now get a square. Get a square. Write the value here. 9 upon b square plus 4 upon a square is equal to 1. Write the value of b square. 9 upon 10 plus 4 upon a square is equal to 1. 4 upon a square is equal to 1 minus 9 upon 10. This is 1 upon 10. 1 upon 10. So a square is equal to what? 40. Cross multiply. Now write the value of a square and b square here. So we have required equation x square upon 10 plus y square upon 40 is equal to 1 is the answer. Noted it? Note.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And see the question number 20. Same question. Measure axis on x-axis and passes through 0.43 and 62. So in this case, equation will be x square upon a square plus y square upon b square is equal to 1. And it passes through these 2 points. So you will write the value of x and y and get the 2 equations. Solve for a square and b square and they get the equation. Can you write?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Now let's see. The next thing is we have next figure is hyperbola. Hyperbola. See its figure. Like this. Here also we have foci F1 and F2. F1 and F2 foci. This one, the axis. Just imagine ellipse has been cut into two pieces and reverted like this. The same figure. So we have see. What is the definition of hyperbola? First of all, let's discuss the figure. In case of ellipse, the distance between vertices were 2a. Here also we have distance between vertices is 2a. And this is called transverse axis. Transverse axis. Transverse axis. And here this axis is called conjugate axis. Now let's see the definition of hyperbola. Set of all points whose difference of distances from two fixed points is constant. In ellipse, it was given the sum of distances was constant. Let we have a point P here on this curve. So we have PF1 and PF2 distances. So according to figure, PF1 minus PF2 is equal to constant, and again this is equal to PF1 minus PF2 is equal to 2a, equal to transverse axis. This is constant. Other things are same as ellipse. We have to see the equation of hyperbola. Equation of hyperbola, latus rectum, all things are same. See, I am writing equation of hyperbola is x square upon a square minus y square upon b square is equal to 1. This is standard. When hyperbola is along x-axis, so we have x square upon a square minus y square upon b square is equal to 1. But when we are given the hyperbola along y-axis, hyperbola along y-axis, in that case what we have? In that case we have y square upon a square. Y square upon a square minus x square upon b square is equal to 1. This will be the formula. And other formula like latus rectum is same, b to b square upon a, and length of eccentricity is the same, c is equal to e is equal to c by a. Every formula is same, only the equation is different. So you can read the chapter yourself, you can understand. Very similar to ellipse. Is it?
Yes, sir.
Now, let's see the exercise. You can understand how easy it is. See, in each of the question 1 to 6, here one thing I would like to add. The relation between A, B and C. Relation between A, B and C means this time we have A square relation between A, B and C is, we have C square is equal to A square plus B square. This is different from ellipse. This is new thing. So see the question. I am trying the question. In question number 1 to 6, we have to find the coordinate of foci, the vertices, the eccentricity, length of latus rectum. Like we have x square upon 16 minus y square upon 9 is equal to 1. Is the first question. So comparing with x square upon a square minus y square upon b square is equal to 1. So what we have? A square is equal to 16. So a is equal to 4. B square is equal to 9. So b is equal to 3. Now we can find c. So we have c square is equal to a square plus b square. This is 16 plus 9 is equal to 25. So c is equal to 5. Now find all the things. What we have to find? We have to find the coordinate of foci. Plus minus C0 means plus minus 50. This is the answer. Then we have to find the vertices. Vertices plus minus A0. So we have plus minus 40. A is 4. This is the answer. Now we have to find eccentricity and length of latus rectum. E is equal to C upon A. So E is equal to C is 5 upon 4. In case of hyperbola, eccentricity is more than 1. See, it is 5 upon 4. This is answer. Now we have to find latus rectum. Latus rectum is equal to 2b square upon A. This is 2 into b square is 9 upon A is 4. We have 9 upon 2. This is the answer. So all terms are same as the previous question, previous exercise. So I am leaving the exercise for you. You can solve this. If any doubt, you may ask me in the next turn, day after tomorrow. Otherwise, I shall start the miscellaneous exercise. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. So I'm leaving this much today.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Thank you very much. God bless you.